That was quite a trip. Hi, I'm Heinbach. It's good to have you back. In this video, I want to try something I've never tried before. I want to take a technique that I developed in analog and transfer it to digital. If you've been following my channel for some time, you might have seen my videos on destruction loops, where I take tape loops, play them on my machines, and then add box cutters and knife to them. So once they pass over, the magnetic particles on here are cut off, and whatever was on that tape slowly disintegrates over time. I've done 3 of these, and I have to say this is one of my most fun series that I ever done on this channel, because it combines sound and art and a message oftentimes in a beautiful way. But ever since I started that, I was interested in how I can achieve this digitally. I don't mean as an emulation of the analog process where you get the exact same sound. No, it's about the digital and how digital has its own sound. And now, I think by pure chance, it's something I can do. Gauss, the looper app that I developed together with Brambos, has got a new feature, and that feature is called loop decay. Loop decay means that after every pass of the loop, the volume is lowered by a certain percentage. Now that itself would just make the signal go more quiet, but there is a special mode in Gauss, and that's called 1989. That mode resamples everything to 8-bit and 11,025 kilohertz. And it's called 1989 because that's the year the first Sound Blaster came out, and that operated at that bit and sample rate. It is my hope that when I engage this mode and combine it with a loop decay, the sound will not only change in volume, but also texturally, as there are just not enough bits to represent the signal anymore, and it will turn to dust in some kind of beautiful digital way. That's the theory, and now we gotta try it out. Let's move over to the piano. I am going to try this in the same way that I do it with my tape machines. I'll have 3 loops with 3 different melodic phrases and sounds. And I'm going to record these 3 loops first, and then I'm going to apply the destruction, or in this case, loop decay. I've set up 3 instances of Gauss in Aum, a dub mixer you can configure yourself and you can also record with. It's very handy. 3 channels and 1 master channel. One of the most fun things for me before I even sit down to record something is think about instrumentation. And for this one I'm going to be using the piano, because piano always decays beautifully. You get a sharp attack and then you get a long decay that possibly could sound great digitally too. Then I've got the Maestro, a Soviet synthesizer that mixes digital and analog in a beautiful way, same as I'm doing with this whole setup. And this little thing, which is an E-kalimba by Patchpoint. It's one of the nicest sounding kalimbas I've ever heard, and it's a little bit out of tune, but for this I really like it being out of tune. So yeah, I didn't bother to retune it. I'm hoping I can get some nice vibrations out of the beats between the tines. Okay, let's record the original loops. This sounds okay. Let's do the piano. Half speed. Half speed everything. Now let's turn on the 1989 mode. Now let's turn on loop decay. %. And now let's listen how it decays together. nothing remains. That was quite a trip. I'm gonna go for a walk and play a bit with the kids, have some coffee, and yeah, then we'll meet again. See you in a bit. That was a fascinating experience. It does, of course, sound very different to tape, but the result is in the end similar. What you heard before is erased until there's nothing left. While when I did this with tape, there was noise and yeah, you heard hiss and a bit of rumble. Here, there's simply nothing. And you could hear every sound decay until it was just one click, and then the two faded. Of course, the longest loop took the longest to disintegrate, and that was the piano, because that was 15.5 seconds, and the first loop to decay with 10 seconds was the kalimba. So yeah, time, same as with tape, plays the exact same role. I have to say this was somehow emotional. At some point I was close to tears as everything started for the first time to really break up. I think there's something very human and poetic about this destruction process. And there is a sense of identification with the music or that is decaying, I feel, at least for me. And to see something pass in that way, yeah, it's close to life. I will upload the full destruction loop to my Bandcamp, so you can check out that effect for yourself. And yeah, with Gauss, you can do destruction loops digitally, easily for yourself now. There are probably ways in which you can simulate that in any digital audio workstation with some automation. But yeah, Gauss is there. And the cool thing is, the original loops are gone. I don't have them anymore. They are really past. I only have a recording of them, but not the original loop. So I really like that, yeah, that is gone. I really love that it's not preserved in any way. So that adds for me to the beauty of this process. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to give a big thanks to the patrons that support what I do, so I can keep on making videos like this. The track, of course, will also be on the Patreon. If you have any questions, do leave in the comments below or visit the subreddit. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.